Doc Carrington's been asking for you.
Neil is transmitting loads of information. At first glance, the atmosphere appears normal, but I'm going to dive deep into the data. I already lined up another place to stash one of my babies, if you got the time.
Hey there. You're the professor, yeah? I've been looking for you. Name's Boxer. Boss called me in on account of some rumors making their way through the Commonwealth. Heard word that you've been up north. Maybe run into some synths that way. Did I hear correctly?
How'd you hear about that?
There's been talk for a while now, but do they need our help?
They could absolutely use the...
That's maybe the best. Look, I'll head up north as soon as I can. If we can talk face to face with these synths, it's a good... Thanks, Professor. This could make a huge difference for us.
Awful lot of rats around. We should get out of here. End of the line!
Nothing there now.
Shit's got ambush all over it.
Get a grip on yourself.
Who's there? What the? Playing games with me, huh? Just getting warmed up over here.
The courser's on the second floor. Kill on sight. Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
Anything useful? I don't guess we're not alone. Not that it's an option. Now you got
What's going on down there? How many are we dealing with?
Huh?
The courser is now on the third floor. Reports of the second intruder in the east wing near the courtyard.
Got it.
Who's there? You'll run.
Taking casualties!
General. Somewhere. Anyone you walk away.
Barricade stairwells and hallways if you haven't already.
Hey,
Go ahead.
got it.
That'll do it. Someone's coming. Not exactly subtle, pal. You don't have to do this. That's the last of them.
We've lost contact with sectors 2 and 4.
Nice.
this gets cleaned up, I guess someone would have to be willing to touch it.
What the?
You're dead! I think they're gone for good. Playing hide and seek. Won't be bothering anybody now. Looks like the last time I got a check.
Hey,
There's something you need?
wait there.
I'll stay put.
Come on.
Done and done.
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Can do. Got it.
Hey,
Do something for it? I think that's out of reach. I don't think I can get there.
heads up.
Can't get to it. If synths could fly. Don't let all that horsepower go to your head.
Heads up.
I'll see what I can do.
Go check that out.
Good plan.
Look alive.
What's the plan? Sure thing.
alive.
Go on.
All back to original position. The horses near the elevator.
What's that? Did good.
Horses after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
That's it.
Right minds to build a place like this.
What?
Yes.
Guess I should stop putting off that detection calibration.
Last mistake! Keep firing!
Oh, shit. We'll be taking that. I'm all ears.
See what you can do.
How about we try something else?
These boys weren't fooling around. Let me just try. Sure, that was gonna do it. Not that either. Sorry. Can't. These boys weren't fooling around. Let me just try. It's all yours.
Hey,
There's something you need?
Sweet. Got it. There we go.
Get over here.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Are you here for the synth?
What synth?
If you're not here for the synth, then you're here for me. What do you want?
And just
A fugitive. Runaway Institute property.
So long, pal. Come. Anything useful?
Help me. He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Not on my own. I'm going to have to trust you to help me.
who are you?
We'll talk once you open the door. I promise I won't run. Looks like you've already found the password.
Hey.
He deserved to die. I know you're not here for me, but I can't get out. Thank you. I don't know what to say.
Who are you?
My Institute designation is K-198.
Sure.
I knew they'd send a courser. I think I would have lost him too. But then I was captured by these. Thanks again for your help. And before you ask, no, the Commonwealth is unforgiving. I need to make it on my own or
Hi.
I can handle myself. No need to stick around.
Doc Carrington's been asking for you.
I have a report here. It reads more like a comic book. Apparently, one...
Uh-huh. Oh. What have you heard?
One of our agents took a courser. Alone. Something I'm not even sure Glory could do. And that agent is you. I'm all for one less courser in the...
I needed a courser chip. I need the code on...
You have one of their chips? Intact? Follow me. Now. Decoding a courser chip is a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong.
You really want
the least
freedom,
of which is
Trey.
losing the data.
By
Fortunately, we have the right man for the job.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, we got a courser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Here you go.
All right. Tom, make it happen.
All right, little courser chip. Let's have the circuit analyzer take a crack at you. We're in. Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little. What? Oh man, don't crash. Hold it together. Memory hiccup. Here it comes. Encryption algorithms. All right, we're still running. Oh man, they've added more decimals to the last cipher. This is gonna be... Come on, baby, show me that pattern. Where is it? Wait, They're using the same logarithmic function as the key generator. Oh man, we got lucky. I got you, you Institute bastard. I got you. Software in. Come on. Show me that sweet bass number. Come on, baby. Yeah, we got it. We got the code. Let me load that onto the holotape for ya.
Good work, Tom.
Yeah, but I'm not sure our luck will hold up next time, does.
And Agent, I hope that helps you as much as you've helped us. Good work.
I was power napping and whammo, it hit me. Got some ideas on how to kit out Deliverer. Make your super badass gun even more, well, more. So check out my stock.
Let's take a look.
Made a new batch of what?
Your Geiger counter doing cartwheels too?
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. Not too much of a leap to take down a Courser. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines or setting computer terminals free or... Sorry. They just have something of a reputation. You're not the only one who's been busy. I did the best I could. From memory and things I've overheard through the years. Came up with some schematics for you. Wasn't easy. These hands are ridiculous. Fine motor skills have gone to shit. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to teleport coursers, and send you instead. You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. You've been hearing it all along. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise. I was bioscience, not engineering or advanced systems or anything.
Bioscience?
Divisions within the Institute. But if you can build this device and make use of that code, can you? I mean, can you build it?
This device. This'll get...
Yes, if built correctly. And don't you forget our agreement. I've helped you as best I can. It's my only hope for everything. Now go on. Take these and get to work. You do whatever it takes. Call on whoever you know to help you.
Carrington wants a word.
Do you need something?
Can you take a look at these schematics? A scientist named Virgil said they could get me inside the Institute.
So that's what the Courser chip was all about. You needed that frequency, I take it. Why? What does this machine do?
The Institute uses teleportation to get in and out. The Interceptor can hide...
We've spent dozens of years and too many good agents' lives only to discover not a goddamn thing. And now we have the answer, thanks to you. Teleportation. That the Institute could build something so... But we've got work to do. This is our top priority now. I want Tinker Tom to help you in any way possible to get this device built.
Make sure you're never followed here. It's all our asses if you are.
Ready to hand over the plans? This is the big one.
Do you think you can...
I won't know until I get a look-see.
There you go. Let's see what we need.
Hold on. Who wrote this? Some kid? Oh, man. Molecular transmission via encrypted R, and you can divert the signal using a heavily modified relay interception. Like a pirate broadcast, you know?
Can you build it?
The plans cover all the high-end egghead shit, but they're missing a ton of engineering detail. This bit here, the stabilized reflector platform, just needs some high-grade metal. Easy. Psh, by the time you finish that...
Nice work, Tom. Glad you're on our side.
Hey, tell that to Carrington, though. We can scrounge up the platform components you need. No problem. But where to build it? It's gonna need some serious space. This baby's big. I heard you and Pam were cooking up a new safe house. Mercer, right? You might want to move on that. It's got a workshop, a good location, and the full blessings of her predictive algorithms. Once you set up the safe house, we'll drop off the materials there. Or you could build your own platform somewhere else. I guess. Your call.
We're all the synths got.
Glad you're with us.
All along, the bastards have been teleporting personnel to the surface. Is there nothing they can't do?
When running synths out of the well, wastelanders can be a bigger problem than even the Institute.
Hey, Doc.
Ah, good, you're here. There's been a development. A raider gang has captured one of our agents, codenamed Blackbird. Desdemona clings to the far-fetched hope that so she wants you to tag.
Is it really a fool?
If you chain too many assumptions together, the dead drop has the full briefing.
Hey, Carrington.
I still can't believe Des assigned you to our HQ.
Well, I did risk my neck to recover your...
Be that as it may, put simply, you shouldn't be here.
And I'm going to compromise...
Deacon's assurances aside, we don't... Brushing that aside... Since you're one of us now...
I'll probably have to take you up...
With you and Glory both, word to the wise. Be prepared to improv...
Thanks. I always appreciate good advice.
Our intelligence apparatus isn't...
Right. Hey, Carrington.
I suppose you're here for my medical services.
Could use some supplies, actually.
I suppose... Are you injured? It's a what?
What's new, Doc?
Got nothing. Sorry.
Not right now.
Fine.
Use the back entrance. Too much traffic through the church and we'll burn this hideout.
Hey.
I'll see what... I can do.
Hey.
I'm all... ears.
Heads up.
Do something for you?
Grab that.
Good plan.
Get that.
Can do.
I'll stop complaining when there's nothing left to complain about.
Pick that up. Take that.
Good thing.
Grab that.
Done and done.
Heads up.
Go ahead.
I should have done more.
Greetings, buddy. Care to wet your whistle? Or do you require a lamp?
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
How are you getting along?
Just fine. It's nice to finally settle down after spending so much time moving around.
Oh yeah? You spent a little time on the run when you were younger?
Oh yes, you have to when you're a bounty hunter. A little elderly. They hold long grudges.
Yeah, that's good advice. Sounds like quite the adventure.
It was. Someday, I'll tell you all about it.
Commonwealth can take a real toll on you if you let it. This place makes monsters out of men.
Good to see you again. Here for a laugh? Or did you want a cold beverage?
Tell me a joke.
A blind man walks into a bar, and a table, and a chair. Would you like a cold one, or did you want to hear a joke?
Do you know where I can find any more recipes?
You might want to check with the
Uh-huh.
Here for a laugh, or did you want a cold beverage?
I've sold you to Rufus Rubens in Good Neighbor.
Understood. Come in.
I'll take a beer.
Cold and refreshing.
Hey, you. Randolph's safe house has been MIA since Switchboard, but now we got one of their dead drops tagged. Des wants you to check it out.
I hope this means Randolph is safe after all.
It'd be nice to get some good news for a change. Once you take care of the dead drop,
you got the platform built yet? Tick-tock, tick-tock. I'm waiting for the good news.
I did it. The platform's constructed.
And I filled in the blanks on the blueprints. We can actually build this crazy thing. The science of this monstrosity is wild. But fortunate for us, the ingredients pretty common. But there's 3 specialty items that I just can't grab from our safe houses. You find those, and we'll knock down the gates of hell.
How's the interceptor actually work?
Then let me impart some science to you. Need a control console to input the code and process your biological. Second up, a relay dish. That's the bit that intercepts the teleporter signal, man. After that, just wire everything together on the same power.
Uh-huh. Thanks, Tom. I'll find them.
I don't doubt it for 1 minute. After you get the gettables.
Tom's gonna be in heaven on this job.
Seems to be growing well.
You'd better keep your mouth shut about this place. Can't trust anyone.
I need to assign someone to this.
We are in business.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long for it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
Patriot?
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him, so we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
How do I infiltrate?
You're going to have to sell them a lie. It's best to stick as close to... and you're going to have to think on your feet.
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Loading up the scan sequence. This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice. So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it.
You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the aura! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
These bad people, they...
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh, it'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Father? That's your name?
Father is my unofficial title. It's what I've come to mean to the people of...
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, You had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality, and here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
But why? Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
Human synths? Really?
Human-like synths. A great distinction. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's viciousness. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow... What else can I say?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place.
Collateral damage?
What would you have me say?
Collateral damage?
What would you have me say?
Collateral damage?
What would you have me say?
Collateral damage? Is that all?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on, and for many years I never questioned who my parents were. With old age comes regret, but what matters now? What else can I say?
So you're in charge?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working at the Institute. It's important.
But director?
I was the most qualified. I've lived my life within these walls. Dedicated to science. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen, just give. Sure. I know there's more for us to discuss. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. I've been a part of something amazing here. And now, after all these years, you have...
You want me to stay here?
Yes.
Right.
The Institute can provide... You've been in the Commonwealth. You've...
How can you say that? How?
Because it is the simple truth. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take...
Are you?
Yes, I am.
I just don't know.
Just give it time. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. You want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Why build it to look like you?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle, if you will. Modeling it after myself seemed only natural. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, do you think you could...
I don't need a synth. I found the real Sean.
Yes, but not the Sean you were looking for. In some ways, the synth is far closer to what you expected. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Sean.
This truly is a wonderful place, isn't it?
Routine security
visual
check.
receptors malfunctioning?
Anything
Can you not see the
suspicious
grime and
lately?
dust?
Suspicious? What do you mean by suspicious?
I mean, like dodging my questions.
No. Nothing to report, sir. If I see something, I'll be sure to come right to you.
You do that.
Don't make excuses.
I'd hate to
You're
find your
clearly
name on a
defective, and I
repurposed
intend
list.
to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled,
Welcome
we can
to the
use your
Institute,
components
sir.
to make something that's actually useful.
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Synths aren't human beings, but supposedly they're the future of humanity. I'll never understand it.
Excuse me, Doctor.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their real people?
Right. No argument here.
Nice to meet someone who isn't obsessed with... I've been saying for years that maybe you can talk. In any case, I suppose I should say, perhaps a fresh...
Hi. Isn't it wonderful here?
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase-out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
It's my responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
Hi, Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick... As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course.
Sure.
Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about...
Who built this place?
The construction of the Institute is the original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, Their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and building. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're just think what this place will look like 100 years from now.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection.
Uh-huh. I'll take a look, sure.
All right.
Hi.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
If you require maintenance, please file a report with the Facilities Division.
A terminal should open this.
Operating at full capacity.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Carry on, sir.
Our new synths are so lifelike, I keep mistaking them for real people.
Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
What do you do here?
Oh, I'm in charge of housing and provisions. It's my mission to ensure that everyone lives. You should know that many of us...
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
You're here. Glad you made it.
So much research.
Maybe
So
I
little
should take some
time.
courses with me. Send a message.
Be careful wearing that.
There's enough
You might be
friction as it is
mistaken for a
between
Brotherhood
us
of
and
Steel
pretty much all
soldier.
the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Constant vigilance is vital in preventing synth escapes.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Why? Don't you trust me?
I'll be honest. You're the first outsider to be allowed access to the... It's nothing Now, Father has asked that I provide... Our primary responsibility is the...
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than... I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed... Now, unless you need some...
If you're the...
Dr. Zimmer holds that position. In his absence?
The Directorate should take the synth escapes more seriously.
Hi.
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
What's Justin doing?
Oh, he's just pushing in demand. I have to admit, though, I guess they see us as a...
Right.
Oh, just listen to me. It's a... In any case...
You wouldn't
Power
happen to have
armor
a
is
spare
sturdy
polarizer
enough,
on
but
you,
it
would you?
limits your mobility.
Power armor? What would you need that for?
No visible reaction to the K-14 compound. We'll start the next trial then. The dosage will be much larger this time, and the side effects will likely be more pronounced.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. There. All done. You can return to your duties. And remember to record every symptom you experience in detail.
I hope I'll prove a useful test subject for you, Doctor.
Mm-hmm. I have to admit, the third-generation sensor is something. Once you've settled in, I'll want to do a physical.
Uh-huh. You're the doctor here?
Everyone's a doctor here. But if you mean physician, then yes, I'm about as close as we've got to one. How about you take some time to get comfortable? In the meantime, we'll do that checkup when you're... Take care of yourself, so I don't have to.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Safety first. Remember that.
Well, that was productive.
Excuse me, doctor.
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced Systems, Special Projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, in case the significance is lost on you. If nothing else, it should demonstrate... Now, unless there's something else, I really do...
Tell me about...
I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the specialist project... Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists.
Dr. Lee. Is everything okay, Dr. Lee?
Yes, things are... I'm sorry, I don't socialize much.
Dr. Lee. I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on phase. I'm hoping that the above-ground effort... This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive, but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good.
The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Doctor.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order.
How many rules?
Not nearly enough. I had some handbooks made up.
How?
Just a few thousand pages. Take care then.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of...
What kinds of blueprints?
Mostly components for a new plasma high-energy weapons. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father. I really hope you'll stay here with us.
Rosalind.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Supplement 70 has been discontinued.
That is correct.
That was my favorite one.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
Trinity? What's that?
Trinity is an encryption system with a cipher, or key cut up into many pieces. You need several pieces in the... I put a Trinity piece with every synth I helped escape. It was a long shot, but I was hoping some good Samaritan would connect it all together.
A friend named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Your message was only one word. Friend. What did you mean by that?
What do you think?
At the very least, I'm hoping it means you won't turn me in. But you really are.
The Railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The Railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
How did you help synths escape?
Through hacking. The departments focus their best talents on hard science. Why waste time?
Sure.
The SRB is the exception, and unfortunately, they control which synths go to the surface. But a forged work order from, let's say, bioscience can get a hand-picked synth on surface detail. And it turns out the railroad was waiting for them. Wow.
Why are you helping?
At first, I just wanted to see if I could get away with it. But then I realized the synths are really just like us, except without any freedom. I decided to help the ones that wanted to escape.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me. No offense. I'm not sure if we could ever make the surface actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help, you know? Z-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger. You. How do I know we can trust you?
Who are you?
My designation is Z-114. A simple mate.
He's not from here. He's been helping our synths escape on the surface. It's safe.
If you insist we speak in front of him, do so quickly.
Right now. How many synths want to escape, Z1?
The ones I know for certain. 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But
sure.
It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, could you get your synths to the teleporter room?
Yes. We'll talk later. Someplace more secure.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB.
Liam.
Just a few high-security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
What do you need help with?
Our core security architecture hasn't...
Sure.
The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of them... Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
So much research, so little time.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. Please don't get any germs on me.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
Hold on to our own humanity. Best left to our colleagues in the robotics division. Yes. It's great to have you here.
Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
Like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
I think Dr. Carlin was looking for help with one of his experiments. You should talk to him.
Dr. Holdren.
Good to see you again.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project.
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Unfortunately,
We had a few early set. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Dr. Carlin, a retrieval team
Dr.
just
Orman's
sent back
lecture on cold
preliminary test
fusion was
results
nothing
from one
short
our
of
servers.
revelation.
Go on. The specimens are showing an abnormal growth rate. They were designed to thrive in a radiated environment, but we didn't expect these results.
A peculiar result. I'd like it brought back to the lab so I can test the rate of cellular degeneration.
I'll let them know immediately.
Sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
You wouldn't happen to have a spare polarizer on you, would you?
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Hey, Doc.
Well, if it isn't our visitor from the past. Some time ago, we covertly replaced the family patriarch at Warwick Homestead with a synth. He's been field testing a variety of genetically modified seeds that I created. Take this packet of seeds to the Roger Warwick synth. Be careful with these. They represent years of genetic manipulation and enhancement. Hopefully you can manage such a simple task.
Seeds for what?
A melon plant that will, if my calculations are correct, be able to grow even in heavily irradiated soil. The fruit it bears will be perfectly healthy and edible. Or so I hope. Now listen closely, because this next part is vitally important. When Roger asks how your trip was, tell him some blood bugs chased you halfway across the Commonwealth. That code phrase will identify you as an agent of the Institute. Also, you must be discreet. Do nothing to draw attention to yourself or raise suspicion.
And if your synth has been compromised?
Then you'll have to improvise. You seem clever. I'm sure you'll manage. Now hurry on to Warwick Homestead so we can begin the experiment.
Sensor alert. Anomaly detected.
That's it.
Area scanners clear. Perimeter movement detected. Possible stealth element in the AO. Reveal yourself. Assaultron-class combat robot to unknown interloper. Reveal yourself immediately. Assaultron engaged. Running elimination subroutines.
Got it. Got it. There we go.
Personal record, Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone! Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan, and if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind, redefine. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
What do you mean by proper supervision?
I mean that while they are here in the Institute, fulfilling the purpose, as you're about to see, however, a rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia.
Who erased his memories?
Those idealistic radicals who call.
Right.
We'll deal with them in time. But right now you should get moving.
Son.
Libertalia isn't hard to find. Just look for the jumble of wrecked ships floating in the harbor.
It must make you proud to see all that Father has done. All that he has built.
Remember, health and happiness go hand in hand.
Scanning. Subject identified.
Father is more than just our leader. He is our creator.
I have a variety of items that should prove useful in your surface missions.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken. So you were there the day the bombs fell.
Hey there.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
What have you got?
I can offer a range. Food Supplement 7 is very popular for its spicy flavor. In food supplement.
Right. Sure. Let's take a look.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
Synth unit, you were scheduled for maintenance duty in SRB last night. Anything you'd like to report?
Nothing to report, sir. I carried out my duties, as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a terminal. You know you are not permitted to access terminals in that section. Is Dr. Ao mistaken?
Yes. I mean, no, he's not. But I was only...
What is it? Were you or weren't you accessing a terminal in SRB?
I was, but I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, Unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I assure you that won't be necessary. It won't happen again.
See that it doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties. Pardon me, sir.
Hey.
Just a routine patrol, sir.
Just as you gave life to Father, he gave life to many of us.
Bye.
I know you'll achieve great things here. We all do.
Father's a great man. You must be very proud.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
Sir, we've had another situation. A code red.
What? This is the third time in 2 weeks. This is unacceptable. How could this happen?
We think there was a system glitch. We're looking into it.
Damn it, you're all useless. I'll figure out what happened. But in the meantime, tell the others to be on high alert. I want more patrols and more rounds.
Right away, sir.
If you see anything even remotely suspicious, report it immediately. This absolutely cannot happen again. Got it?
Yes, sir. Understood. Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
There's a lot of hubris around here lately, and I don't care for it.
Lawrence.
Spend enough time here, and you'll be sick to death of the word synth. I certainly am.
Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
Hi, Doc.
It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. This place might look shiny and new, but there's a lot of old technology in these walls. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
How old are we talking about?
Well, the reactor and a lot... Most of the super... I guess each generation... There's some stuff...
Right. Dr. Thompson.
Power demand jumped another 5% this year.
Quentin is such a liar. How would he know what the surface is like? He's never been up there.
My daddy says your father's daddy, but he looks so much older than you.
Well, hello.
I wish Quentin would stop telling those stupid stories.
Hey, sweetie.
Hi, mister. Bet it's pretty boring down here, compared to up there.